The wedding day finally arrived. Something felt different. Not louder, not more glamorous, just deeper. The music played softly as Amara stepped into the aisle. The room was full but strangely quiet. Not the silence of boredom, the silence of attention. People could feel it. This was not a performance. Amara walked slowly, her steps steady. No hidden panic behind a perfect smile. There was peace in her eyes. She wasn't hoping things would work themselves out later. She knew the man waiting for her. Not the version people perform during dating, not the charming highlight reel. She knew the ordinary version of him. The man who kept promises when nobody was watching. The man who apologized when he was wrong. The man who treated waiters, cleaners, and strangers with the same respect he showed her. Science actually has a term for this pattern: behavioral consistency. It simply means a person behaves the same across time and across situations. That's one of the strongest predictors of real character. Charm can be rehearsed, consistency cannot. At the end of the aisle stood Daniel. Calm, still, present. He didn't look like a man who had won something. He looked like a man who had been trusted with something sacred. When his eyes met Amara's, there was no trace of ownership in them. No prideful "she's mine now," real gratitude. Because Daniel understood something many people never learn. You don't acquire a spouse. You are entrusted with a human life. A whole person. A history. A future. He wasn't marrying Amara because she was beautiful. Beauty changes. Time does what time always does. He was marrying her strength, her patience, her discipline, the way she handled disappointment without bitterness, the way she protected her peace instead of chasing approval. Those are the muscles that hold a marriage together. And Amara knew exactly what she was choosing too. She wasn't marrying Daniel's job title, not his income, not the status that came with his name. Titles can vanish in a single economic storm. Companies collapse, careers shift. Life humbles everybody eventually. She was marrying his character. The quiet kind. The kind that shows up on boring Tuesday when life becomes chaotic. There's an old truth human history keeps whispering to anyone willing to listen. Attraction may start a relationship, but character is what carries it across decades. The ceremony itself was simple. No dramatic theatrics. No exaggerated displays meant for social media. Just two people standing before God. This was not just a celebration. It was a covenant. Their families and their own consciences. And that's when the real meaning of the moment settled into the room. A covenant is an old word. Ancient, almost unfashionable in a modern world that treats commitment like a subscription service. But covenants are powerful things, not on emotion, but on decision. Feelings rise and fall like tides. Anyone who has lived long enough knows that. But a covenant says, even when the tide goes out, the foundation stays. That's the difference between a performance and a covenant. A performance is built for applause. It needs an audience, it needs attention, it needs validation. A covenant doesn't care about the crowd.